I'm Doug Slocum, the author of Violent Positivity. You know, when I moved to Michigan, I drove a little foreign car. I figured if I kept that thing, I was probably going to get thrown out of the state. So not long after I got here, it became an imperative for me to get a good US-made automobile. So I went out and got a GMC Acadia, and I mean, it had the bells and whistles. First time I ever bought a car with this, but it was also the first time I ever bought a car that had tire pressure sensors. So I'm out with my wife, we're driving home one day, and I look, and they're all yellow, and they're sitting at around 32 or 33, and they're yellow because the tire pressures were supposed to be 36. I said, okay, pull into my garage, and I tell my wife, honey, you go on inside, I'm gonna get my little tire pump, and I'm gonna take care of these tire pressures. So I do. I'm out there, and I got the little compressor going, I get 36, 36, 36, 37. I went, psst, psst, 35, 37, psst, psst, 35. And this went back and forth for a long time as I fought with this. 2 hours later, my wife walks into the garage and she goes, what are you doing? I go, OCD is a disease. And eventually I lowered the other 3 tires to 35. I think the engineers must have laughed and made it so it could never read 36. But it kind of goes back to, you know, as I would call it, my mild OCD. I think my wife would argue with the term mild. But it's part of who I am. It's part of the stories of what makes a person who they are and what type of leader they're going to be. And this is my story. This is Violent Positivity.